Hi everyone. So I'm going to be doing Weston's month update. I got all my notes here, so let's get right into it so that this video isn't too long and I can give you guys a bit of an update on myself and some other news that I have to get on to. So he's standing up on his own. Obviously he needs to hold on to something, but he has pretty good balance, pretty good ability to keep himself up. He crawls a lot faster now. I've noticed that it's almost like he's running when he's crawling, so that's awesome. Me and my husband always laugh so much when, you know, we'll put something somewhere that he wants to get and within a second he's already there. So that's really cool. He babbles like crazy. He's not saying new words or anything. He says mama, but obviously like dada, he doesn't know that it's me. There has been a couple times when he said it and looking at me like to pick him up, and I'm like, are you saying it because you know it's me? I don't know, but it's really cute. He's overall just an extremely happy baby. He loves to play, you know, peekaboo with us. I mean, he's not doing the peekaboo, but we do it, and he laughs and laughs and laughs. It's so cute. We have stuff like this that when he was at when we were at Kelly's house visiting her and her family, they had something like that and he loved it, so we got him one of those. And he loves playing with stuff like that. He loves playing with Mega Blocks, even though, you know, he's not building anything. My husband will build stuff and I'll build stuff, and, you know, we'll smash it down, and it's a lot of fun and he really enjoys it. So for his, you know, for all that kind of stuff, he's doing really well. For his feeding, he still loves food really good. You know, we've had a few weeks or maybe a week where, you know, he's had some issues, but I'll get into that when I talk about, you know, how Weston's been in the whole, you know, getting older and growing pains and teeth and all that kind of stuff. But his feeding is good. Like how I've been doing it the same as I've been doing it since I started him on food, which is, you know, he gets breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then he gets oatmeal still before he goes to bed. He breastfeeds still, either 4 to 5 times a day, or it all just depends on how he's been feeling. Now that gets me into the next thing, which would be his sleep. If you watched my last video, I talked about, you know, what am I doing wrong? Is there something wrong with him? Should I do the cry it out method? Is he just teething? Is he having growing pains? What is it? Well, I don't know what it is. I'm still trying to work it out. He has grown. I don't know if he's grown steadily or there's been, you know, a couple weeks where it was really strong, because now he is about 31 inches long and 21 pounds. Now that's just what I've gotten. I have went to the doctor. I don't go to the doctor until the 5th of August, and then I'll give another update if it's changed a bit. But he's grown, so, and I can feel that he's like pretty heavy now. He has a good weight to him. I can't hold him for very long without, you know, being sore or just wanting to put him down. So that could be why he's been having this problem with the sleeping. Now, I won't get too into it. You can watch my other video, but just a brief thing. I've been having issues with him sleeping. In terms of going down, it's very hard. Like right now, I'm trying to just let him fall asleep on his own. I have the monitor and he's not crying, but, you know, he will eventually get really pissed off that I haven't came in to get him, and he'll start crying again. So, but that's the only problem that I'm having with his sleeping, is that he has a hard time going down. Once he goes down, his naps are usually 45 minutes to an hour, and they've kind of been like that. They've been like that for probably a good couple months. I don't really have, he's not a 2-hour sleeper. If he does, I don't know why, but he just will sleep for 2 hours, and it's not even if he's missed a sleep, he's just will do it for no reason. He's very clingy, and this could be a reason why all this stuff is happening, but he's been very clingy with me, and I've read that between 8 and 10 months, they start to realize that, oh, I love you, and you're my mom, and you're my dad, and I don't want you to ever leave me, and, you know, they get upset when you leave the room, or they really want you over everybody else. So I've been noticing that in the last couple weeks, so that could be why he's very cranky and has a hard time going to sleep. But, I mean, I guess you kind of go through these things every couple months, so I'm not really that worried about it. but we'll see. If nothing changes in a couple weeks, I might change up, you know, how we put him down to sleep at night. And then when it comes to during the night, he'll have most nights will be, you know, 9 till 5:30 or 4:30, and then he comes to bed with us. But there's been a couple nights when he's went to bed at 9, woke up at 11, woke up at 1, woke up at 3, and I mean, really, why are they waking up that much? They're probably waking up because they're sore. They're, you know, because they're growing or their teeth are starting to push through, and so I think that's probably what it's related to, because anytime I've had sleep problems, that's what it's usually been. I just hope that, you know, he's okay, and it has nothing to do with that. I hope that's really what the problem is. In terms of me and that 9 months postpartum, I'm doing pretty well. I'm probably not at the body that I would want to be at this point, but I'm not disappointed about it. I have changed my diet up a lot. If you guys know, I do suffer from vertigo, and I've been really trying to manage the vertigo and, you know, not have flare-ups happen or anything like that. And if you don't know what vertigo is, it's when you get, it's like being on a roller coaster and spinning at the same time. It's like the worst feeling that I could ever explain. So I've had about 5 episodes since Weston's been born, and my last one was in April, and it was really bad. So I noticed that when I stay away from things that bother me internally, it seems to keep it at bay, and I seem to not be as foggy and as, you know, easily dizzied from day to day. So what I've pretty much done is I've taken wheat. I've really taken it out of my diet. I probably, before this, I had it every day. I would have cereal in the morning or oatmeal, and then, you know, I would have stuff like, you know, I would have an English muffin later on in the day, just certain things like that. And I mean, I know it's very hard to cut wheat or gluten out of your diet, but I really noticed that that is something that's a big deal to me. I get very bloated, I get very uncomfortable, and it's just not the best feeling for me. And I'm also lactose intolerant, so, and I don't steer away from cheese and all that a lot, so I've been trying to do that as well. So really my diet now is just I eat a lot of fruit and vegetables, and I feel amazing. Like, it's unbelievable how good I feel. Yesterday we actually had a barbecue, and like we went to a barbecue, and I'm not even kidding, chili, chicken, steak, sausages, macaroni, and Grand's biscuits and chips and dip. Like, there was no vegetables probably in the chili, which I ended up not even having. So but it was essentially just like meat and starches, and I don't really eat beef that much. I mean, I do, and the steak was amazing, but it was just a lot of food that I usually don't eat. And because I usually just eat chicken for my meat, and, you know, I have a lot of vegetables and a lot of fruit now, and I haven't been eating like that in the past couple days. And I felt terrible last night, and I drank beer. I probably had like 2.5 beers. I felt terrible last night. Like, I actually felt nauseous. I felt weak. I said to Evan, like, it totally shows what you eat, like, especially if you changed your diet and then you go back to eating how you kind of used to, or maybe you're not really used to, how much it affects you. And it was like kind of an eye-opener for me that, like, I have to stick to this. I can't overly eat milk products. I can't overly eat wheat products. I just have to stick to it, because if I don't, I'm not going to be healthy. And it's not even that I think eating those things means you're unhealthy, but for me, it affects me in such a different way. Like, there's people out there that can eat macaroni and cheese and eat, you know, Grand's biscuits. They have no problems. This is actually a health issue for me. Like, I actually feel like death. And it's just, I don't want to feel like that. So I guess the benefit of that is that I am losing a little bit of weight. I mean, to most I might not look like I need to lose a lot of weight, but I you know, to be comfortable. I don't fit in my pre-pregnancy jeans the way I would like to, and that's kind of a goal for me. I have a pair of jeans that were like my awesome jeans that I love, and I haven't fit to them yet. So my goal, hopefully by the end of the summer, is to fit into those for the fall. But who knows? I mean, I'm not crazy about it. I just, you know, hopefully this change of lifestyle will actually help me just shed those extra pounds. So the next thing I want to say, I don't want to make this a long video, but it probably might be a little bit over 10 minutes. Me and my husband have talked about starting to TTC for baby number 2. And if most of you don't know, I'm originally from Canada. I probably said this 100 times. I'm originally from Canada. We moved here to the US for my husband to work, for his work, and I don't work. So there's not a lot of income coming in. And as most of you guys know, it's not free to have a baby. It's not, I mean, the first year is pretty cheap depending on what you do, especially if you cloth diaper. I mean, and we do that, but, and breastfeed and all that stuff, but it just puts a lot of stress on your relationship when you have children or a child. So we decided that we are going to hold off. I'm going to go on birth control, and we're going to wait until Weston's 2.5. Of course, at first I was really bummed out about this, but where we live, it is very, very hard to own a home. And the reason why I say that is because if you don't make a lot of money, or if you're not already in a home, it's tough. And I'm sure a lot of the places in the US that are places that, you know, houses are a lot more expensive than most areas, come into the same problem. And because we only have one income, it's very hard for us to save money in a way that we would like. So we even talked about the fact that we might have to move back to Canada, and we really don't want to have to do that because the situation is pretty much going to be the exact same, because, you know, I'm not going to be working that much and all that kind of stuff. So we've decided to, you know, take a break on the whole TTC thing. And not that we were really trying, but we weren't really preventing, and I've only had AF show up 3 times. So I'm actually going to make an appointment this week to go to my gynecologist to get birth control. So that is it for the update. So I'm sorry that's super long, but I will talk to you guys, I guess, tomorrow. See you later.